cross over to Sakina. As we mentioned in the news, President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver the eulogy at the funeral of Dr Richard Maponya this morning. Sakina is at the Maponya home in Hyde Park. Sakina, good morning to you. I know that the funeral is set to take place at the University of Johannesburg Soweto campus. He passed away last week, 99 years old. Who have you seen so far? Talk to us a little bit about what's happening at the house.
Well, thank you so much, Leanne. Indeed, coming to you from Hyde Park, and as you correctly indicated, the President will be delivering the eulogy at the funeral service that will take place at the University of Johannesburg campus in Soweto. But we are at the home, and this is where the family and close friends are gathered. We just saw the late Dr Maponya's daughter, Chichi, enter, and as you can see, people behind me who have gathered here early so that this cortege will make its way to the UJ campus at exactly 7 a.m. this morning. But of course, many people coming out, people who knew Dr Maponya, and we saw and we heard all week the various memorial services that were held in it. As far as the Eastern Cape, where Nafcock also celebrated his life, and this morning we're going to try and speak to as many people once again just to get a sense of this great entrepreneur, a giant of a businessman, an icon of a South African who was Dr. Richard Maponya. And with me right now is Ndileka Mandela, a woman who needs no introduction, also here to honor and pay respects to the late Dr. Maponya. Thanks so much for speaking to us this morning.
Okay. Thank you, Sakina, and thank you to and good morning to the viewers.
So you've also made your way here to pay respects to Dr. Maponya. Tell us about him, you know, the Dr. Maponya that you knew.
Well, he was a great friend of my grandfather's, as you know, and not only that, I mean, he contributed a lot towards entrepreneurship in South Africa, and as you know, I remember him distinctly well during Granddad's 90th birthday, you know, when he came to our homestead in Kunu to celebrate, and when you looked at the two men conversing with each other and sharing good moments, it was quite an endearing scene to watch. And I mean, Dr. Maponya contributed a lot towards the development of business, of black business, and he's the very epitome. I call him the grandfather of black entrepreneurs. You know, he contributed a lot towards upliftment of a lot of people in the country.
And, you know, just watching over this week, especially how people have spoken about him in rather endearing terms, as you are right now. That seems to be how he is remembered. Everybody called him Papa.
Yes, he was. I mean, in a lot of ways, they are so much alike with Granddad, you know. When I see the legacy also that they have left, it's a similar legacy that they stand tall, even posthumously, and I'm sure his contribution will linger on for generations and generations to come, to say to a black child, it is possible, because when you see where they came from, the both of them, Granddad and him, they came from humble beginnings, and look at what they achieved during their lifetime, and it just goes on to show that it is not what you're given in life, it is what you make out of the life that you are given.
And of course, many have taken to that phrase that had been coined at the funeral of the late Winnie Madikizela Mandela, that Richard Maponya has multiplied.
He has multiplied indeed, and like I say, that for generations to come, you know, it will be a case study of how do you make it as a black entrepreneur, because, you know, even now, he's the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, Ms. Mandela, thank you so much for your time this morning. I know you also need to get in, so I'm going to leave you to that. Thank you so much for your time. And as you can see, things starting to move here as people move in to the home, and they will there then as a family and close friends gather to say their final goodbyes in private before the procession leaves to the UJ campus. And we understand that should happen at around 7 a.m. this morning. And we will, of course, be bringing all of that to you here on SABC. But Leanne, for now, it's back to you in studio.
Indeed, Sakina, and as you say, many people are expected to attend the funeral service of businessman Dr Richard Maponya. It'll take place at the University of Johannesburg Soweto campus this morning.